All right, so let us talk about good people doing good things in our community and talk about the homeless problem and what to do about it. There's a young man with me here. His name is Jeffrey Sidkoff, and he has been getting homeless teenagers off of the streets for what, 15?
14 and a half years.
14, almost 15 years. And good morning to you, because you're continuing this program, and it's actually getting stronger and stronger every year. And yeah, I want to remind people that you were on our show for the very first time. This was your first TV interview. And since then, I think it helped a little bit, but your passion and your love has really driven this program. Tell the folks at home what you do.
Dan, over the last 14 and a half years, we've helped over 1,800 youth off the streets in long-term housing between the age of 12 and 17. 12 to 17. But we find the biggest area that's not being helped is 18 to 24 years old. And so 10 years ago, we said we have to do something. There's no funding for this. So it took us 10 years to get funding, and we just opened up our Doors of Change housing program for self-sufficiency 10 days ago near San Diego State.
This is unbelievable, and we do have some pictures here, and I did want to show these and basically talk about what you guys do. And I guess these are the 4 kids who actually get to live in that house.
Yes.
And we'll get a shot of them, these 4 guys right here. So tell us about these guys. And I noticed his jacket, the leopard skin jacket.
Yeah, the leopard skin jacket was given to him because he had nothing on himself except for a shirt, and he was freezing, and someone said, "Here, take my coat," and gave him the jacket. So that's how he got that jacket.
And so someone gave it to him off the street.
In OB.
And that's what he, in OB. And that's what he wears.
Yeah.
Now, these are some of the other kids, obviously.
Yes.
I think I've actually seen this guy.
Yeah, we're number 4 in the United States, Dan, for homeless kids. Number 4.
In the United States?
All in the United States for homeless kids. That's the numbers that we have in San Diego now. Most of these kids that we see are homeless not by choice. They do not want to be homeless.
Right.
Their parents are drug addicts. Their parents are alcoholics. If they're gay and they tell their parents, they kick them out of the house. So most of these kids, they don't want to be on the streets. They don't have the skills to get off the streets. And if we don't do something, they're going to be like the adults down the road. They're going to be, number one, causing so much money issues in our community. There's nothing that they're doing to give back to the world. By getting these kids off the streets and rehabbing them and getting them back on track and being self-sufficient, they're productive citizens. We've got 2 youth now that have been on the program for a year. They've been working for 14 months. Clean and sober for 14 months and 13 months, full-time jobs. One of them has $2,500 in the bank in savings. These are what we want to emulate so we can get more kids to say, this kid did it, I can do it also. Use them as role models.
So I know that there are times where you actually go out into the streets and look for these kids,
yes.
But how do kids reach out to you? I know you have a facility in OB, and it's a music facility.
Yes, we go out twice a week on the streets. We have a music and art program that we said this will build trust with these kids because they don't trust anybody. And unless they trust you, Dan, they will not ask for help. We've seen over 2,200 youth in San Diego in the last 3 years in our music and art program. We incentivize them. So if they do well for themselves, we help them. They earn an instrument. 184 youth have earned instruments by coming for 12 hours of instruction.
And they get to take these with them.
And then they use them to raise money for themselves. They're not begging anymore. They're earning it, and their self-esteem gets better. And then they say, you know something? I've been told I'm garbage, I'm not worth anything. Maybe I do deserve to get off the streets. These guys are going to lead the way and show these kids, you do deserve to be off the streets. I'm a role model. You can do it also.
Yeah, but what it takes is one person to say, I care.
Well, thank God I'm the quarterback. You were the first one that interviewed me. KUSI has been with us from day one. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of people on our team. We need it, Dan, because each kid in this program costs $45,000 per year per kid. It's 24/7 coverage. We have someone staying up all night to watch these kids. I mean, there's coverage around the clock for them, but it works. And it takes up to 2 years. Within 2 years, they're self-sufficient. It costs $47,000 to incarcerate them, $45,000 to give them a life that they deserve and that they are proud of. Let's do that.
And they'll be a future tax-paying citizen.
Yes.
And not only that, but personally and emotionally, they'll be a little safer and a little sounder. All right, so let's talk about what's going on here, because you always have these events, and this event's blown me away.
We've never had an event like this in 14 and a half years. It's going to be at the Fairbanks Ranch Country Club. Drew Shiley, who is Switchfoot's main person in the band, is going to be emceeing at a Grammy Award-winning group from San Diego. We have a guy that saw me 3 years ago on KUSI, Daryl Jacobson, a world-class chef, that said, Jeffrey, I want to help you. He's cooked for 5 United States presidents. He will be our chef for the evening. So if people want to go...
That's impressive.
It is.
Fairbanks Ranch and a chef that's cooked for presidents.
Yes, but more importantly, these kids are going to be there speaking. Okay, you're going to hear them perform. You're going to hear our music class perform. And more importantly, people can come and take a stand because these kids don't believe that anybody cares for them. They cry. Every year at these events, they come up to me and cry and say, I can't believe people actually care about me enough to be here. So if this bothers you and you want to take action, please come to the event. Go to doorsofchange.org, get a ticket, come up and tell me where you heard about us. But more importantly, come there for these kids. It's life transforming. They don't think anybody cares for them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you've changed that for sure. And then finally, the guitar, which is signed by none other than
the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones.
So, Dan, this guitar, if any big angel out there says, I want to donate $36,000 to pay for one kid for the year in this program, you will get is a gift, and it's phenomenal. They don't even talk to each other that much anymore. Mick Jagger got excited about when I met with his assistant, and he got excited and went to the band, and they all signed it. I have letters of authenticity. I've got pictures of this on stage with Keith Richards and Ronnie Woods practicing. So this is the real deal.
That is.
But more importantly, come to the gala. If you can't come to the gala, go online and make a donation. Whether it's $10 or $100, it doesn't matter. If everybody does their little bit, we're going to help more kids get off the streets. We'll be proud that we now have the template of what's possible. We're working, I want to say that Jerome's Furniture, I've got to say this.
Oh, yes, yes.
They donated $9,400 and furnished our whole house. Adrian Navarra and Jerome's Furniture.
Yeah.
The self-esteem of these kids, Dan, has gone so much higher now because they say, hey, this is a gorgeous house. Maybe I am worth something. Maybe I do deserve something. And so I cannot thank Jerome's Furniture enough for what they did. And hopefully we're going to find some other angels that say, we need help. Please help us.
Well, you're the lead angel on this one, buddy.
April 30th.
April 30th, Fairbanks Ranch. Go to
doorsofchange.org.
Used to be Photo Charity.
Yes, for many years.
Changed the name.
Well, it's
because a lot of it was based on photography.
And people didn't understand what it meant.
Right.
Now Doors of Change is more with our mission than our roots.
Makes sense. Well, Jeffrey Sitkoff, good work. I know you've been going 15 years and you'll be going another 15 and you're helping people along the way. It's unbelievable.
Thank you for
really
your
is. You're
support.
changing the world.
Thank you for KUSI's support. I'm telling you, KUSI has gotten this word out for us more than any other station in the city. I have people stop me. I say on KUSI, you have a huge viewership, and thank God that they're taking action like Daryl Jacobson did, and we need more Daryl Jacobsons.
All right. Well, thank God you're around.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Doors of Change. Hit up the website. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Don't play that guitar, man.
No.
Don't smudge those.
No.
Do not smudge those signatures, buddy. Ronnie Wood.